Jujutsu Kaisen is based on a horrifying real-life story. I'm not kidding you. Akutami confirmed this in an interview. More specifically, Ryumen Sukuna is based on a horrifying real-life story. Akutami gave us a hint at this in the first chapter. Remember when he put that picture of Ryumen Sukuna in the background, all mummified? Yeah, that's a real practice called Sokushinbutsu. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I'm probably not. And it's a practice where Japanese monks would mummify themselves alive so that their bodies would not decompose and they would die and reach enlightenment. Okay? Remember that. Now on top of this, we have this horrifying urban myth from 2005 where construction site workers found a 2-meter wooden box in the back of a sealed off room of their construction site. The box was aged, dark, the wood was dark, it was sealed shut with nails, and it was sealed shut with wrappings, and one of the wrappings had a tag on it that said, Ryumen Sukuna is sealed here. If you read Jujutsu Kaisen, you already know that that shit's scary. Of course the construction workers didn't know, but they still thought, this is odd. That's odd. So they contacted the priest of the local temple, and the priest was like, y'all, do not open this box. I'll get there as soon as I can. But before he could get there, 2 students overnight opened the box. Of course they did. And when the priest got there, 2 workers had found the opened box and they were no longer able to speak because they were so shocked by what was inside. Inside the box was a mummified corpse like the one I showed you, but this one had 2 heads, 4 arms, 4 legs. Where have you heard this one before? Ryumen Sukuna. The workers couldn't talk anymore. They were just in a state of shock. And the priest exorcised them and said, well, it's going to be too late for you. In fact, for all of you at this construction site, it's too late, but I'm still going to exorcise all of y'all. And then he took the box and left, but was angry at his son, who was also taught in the ways of the priest, and who was supposed to have sent the box to the temple in Kyoto, but didn't because he went into real estate and was done with that priest life. Okay? So the priest took the box and wandered off, angry at his son, and the construction workers were like, oh, we got exercise and we're all going to die. Damn! And it turned out that over the next couple of days and weeks, 3 of the construction site workers came down with a heavy fever. 2 students died. Another student who was also there was transferred into a mental institution. And the guy who put this whole story online said he stepped into a nail and required 5 stitches. So they believe that that curse is real. So the guy called the son of the priest, said, yo, what's up? What's going on with this box? Why is this happening? And the son explained how Ryumen Sukuna came to be in that box. Way back in the 19th century, a guy named Mononobe Tengoku, probably said that name wrong too, bought conjoined twins at a freak show. The twins were conjoined, so they had 2 heads, 4 arms, and 4 legs. He bought them, took them with him, and locked them in a room where he kept a bunch of people that had deformities. Why would he do that? Because he was the leader of a heretic religious sect. But the conjoined twins reminded him of an Ashura, so he didn't want them to die. And before he locked them into that room, he stabbed everybody else and then locked them, didn't give them any food, so they would have to eat each other to survive, and he would only open the room up again when only 1 survivor's left. That survivor was the conjoined twins. And Mononobe Tengoku was so happy about this that as a reward, he starved the twins and mummified them alive so they wouldn't decompose, just like the monks I told you about at the beginning. Then, this mummified corpse was all wrapped up and became the cursed Buddha that became a symbol for their religious sect. And because it reminded them of the legend of Ryumen Sukuna, a demon or a god, depending on what side you're standing on, with 4 arms and 4 legs. I did a video on this on my channel where I go in detail about that. Go watch that. They now called the conjoined twins, the mummified corpse, Ryumen Sukuna. Now the legend has it that wherever the cult traveled, they took this corpse, this almost statue of Ryumen Sukuna with them, and everywhere they went, they caused a disaster. 8 earthquakes in total, and here's the list for you. And if you remember, in Jujutsu Kaisen, Ryumen Sukuna is referred to as a walking calamity. You see the influence, right? After the last earthquake, Mononobe Tengoku slashed his throat, for reasons unknown, and wrote in blood in front of the statue, Japan shall perish. So the curse continues. Fast forward to 2005, my man heard this whole story and was terrified. And the son said, yep, it's terrible and I can't get a hold of my dad anymore. Remember, the priest in the beginning disappeared, gone. And that's the end of the myth from 205. Akutami was born in the region where the myth originated, so naturally he would know it, and again he confirmed in an interview that that myth influenced the story. And I just thought that's really interesting. Is there any truth to the myth? I don't know, but there is a truth to the inspiration of Jujutsu Kaisen and Ryumen Sukuna. And if you like me highlighting these anime background stories, I do this every day. So subscribe and you will not miss out. See you soon. Alright? Bye.